How did you guys feel leaving South Carolina and heading back to Atlanta?
Sad.
Why was
I didn't like it. I felt like the trip started out and the energy was on 100. First night, we solving weird murder mysteries. We twerking and we, just having fun. Bachelorette party was on 10. When is the last time I stayed up all night long, and partied? So to be able to do that and just not feel judged at that time was amazing. Then for it to end, like that, I was like,
It seemed as though it was multiple people in a room.
Whose room was it?
It wasn't Candy, because Candy was in her room snoring.
So you're talking about me?
I didn't point any fingers at anyone.
You're talking about my room.
What I'm saying is I heard these noises.
Well, I feel
and whatever it is, it was what it was.
What a plot twist. If I had read the back page of the book and it had said that, I wouldn't have read the damn book.
Nah, she killed the vibe.
Why were you investigating a girl's thing?
Because I wanted to. Simple as that.
The thing I was most pissed about is that she stole our Kiki moment. And I can't stop saying that enough. We had so much fun. There was some crazy things that happened. Listen, we had a bachelor party and we went to bed. What happened at the after party was what we were gonna kiki about. We didn't even get to have that because she came up with this whole story of, let me put Porsha and Tanya in her with this stripper and judge everybody, and let's, get somebody sentenced to death. Let's get Porsha shamed so she won't have nothing in life and go to hell somewhere. And that's the auntie of it all, is that the whole moment was ruined. You know what I'm saying?
I have no problem if you want a girl, a guy, 2 guys, 10 girls. If you want a farm animal, I don't care what you like, who you like, what you want to do. But I think when it comes to these girls, they are so afraid to live their lives out loud and to be who they are.
Well,
why are they afraid to say, yeah, I like girls? Yeah, I made out with this girl or that girl. I don't get it. But instead, they want to hide that.
I just want to jump in because one of the things that I want to make clear is this was definitely a no judgment zone. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
None of us really care about what we prefer with, in our sex life or our private life. But the fact that it all happened while we were all there together, then of course we got to talk about it. We talk about way less than this, okay?
We're going to talk about people's wigs for 6 episodes.
What's wrong with having a pet cat? She wasn't talking about an animal. She was talking about her wig.
We're not going to talk about 2 people or people having sex in the house on a cash trip. We're not going to talk about that, but we'll talk about a wig. Girl, get on out of here. Of course we're going to talk about it.
And I saw Toya on top of Porsha grinding and kissing.
And then Tanya was on top of Toya, they could have been kissing. A titty fell in somebody's mouth.
And there was some bolo.
But wait,
that head was disappeared.
What?
We're petty as hell. We're gonna pick it apart. We're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna wake up and talk about it some more. We're gonna talk about anything exciting, salacious, or scandalous that happens in this group.
I just didn't like the allegation.
But is it a party when you are hearing pants and moans and groans coming from a room at 6 o'clock?
I'm like, why are you throwing things around? We are mothers. We are in relationships or repairing our relationships. I just felt like it was really dangerous, disrespectful, and just really dirty, to play like that and to throw those things around. I just didn't like it. It felt nasty to me.
But if you're going to, behave this way and live your best life in the group, on a trip, in the living room, on the kitchen floor, we're going to talk about it. That's just how it works.
And especially when people in this group have bashed other people for their sexuality.
You and your relationship that you had with a woman for 7 years.
Especially coming from people who have accused people of trying to take advantage of them.
That you and your husband had planned on drugging me and take me back to your house.
You a damn lie.
People who have called other people sluts.
You're a slut from the 90s.
Yeah, I think it's something that we're not gonna not talk about it. We're not judging people. We're just talking about what happened in the house. So either you're gonna own up to what happened in the house, or we're just gonna probably keep on talking about it until you do. It's really kind of that simple.
It is what it is. I mean, as I'm learning Kenya, it definitely seems like she's gunning for Porsha. There's definitely something, whether it's jealousy or bitterness or whatever, that she's not being honest about. So she's trying to find something, you know? She's like digging up something that's not there, so.
Kenya, you meet with your attorney and you reveal that you've seen a surprising change in Marc.
He started sending me songs.
Like love songs?
Yes. And it was just this woman singing, saying, I want you back. I made a mistake. I would do anything to get you back.
Really?
He sent me a Jasmine Sullivan song, and the name of the song is called Need You Bad. Yeah, I want to play it. I know you guys won't be able to use it, but you'll be able to hear a little bit.
I love Jasmine Sullivan.
That's the gist of it. It says it right there. If I had you back in my world again, I would never let you go again. So, ironically, she was just on Watch What Happens Live, and I wanted to call in and say, that's the song. You're the artist that he sent me. And it honestly, I didn't get it at first. I was like, I'm not adding this to your playlist. You know how to add it to your playlist. I don't work for you, you know. And when he said, you know, all of the songs in my playlist are about you. And I was like, what? You know, it just made me cry so hard.
I remember Kenya sharing that moment with me, and you had listened to the words in the song. And my takeaway from that conversation was you being definitely touched, and almost a little hopeful that maybe that would be the beginning of some kind of positive communication. And I love Marc. I think he's a great guy. I've seen the good times and the not so good times. I was even a little optimistic. I was like, you know what? You know, sometimes men can't express themselves
Get the words
the
out.
way they want to. And I felt like for him to take the time to listen to this song, send Kenya this song, was a way for him to try to say what he couldn't say for whatever reason.
I agree.
You know, sometimes, you know, it's too little too late, you know?
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate when we start to disconnect and, you know, protect ourselves.
I want you back. Oh, by the way, I've been separated from you for over a year, and now all of a sudden I want you back. Yeah, it's when you're conditioned to move on, because you're like you're not talking, you're not in counseling, you're not doing what you need to do to express yourself. You're not necessarily going out of your way to be kind to your family. And why would I, you know, not protect myself and my heart and start to go, you know what, this is where our relationship is, and I just have to accept it. But I've always said Marc does not want a divorce, and I have said it over and over and over again, because one thing I do know, I know Marc Daly's heart. And even though he may not be able to express himself in the right way to have a meaningful conversation, progress in a relationship to open the door, I always knew what his heart was, despite what other people and the chatter and the fodder around of people around looking on the outside in have to say. I know my husband loves me, and I knew he wanted me back. I knew he didn't want a divorce. You know, he's not a person who's very vulnerable, and you know, quite honestly, he can be a real, you know, just a real jerk a lot of times, you know, because he's so used to hiding his feelings that I was just like surprised. I was just like shocked. It was almost like it took me filing an action in court for him to realize he's about to lose his wife and his family.
LaToya, at one point, Kenya kind of reveals her true feelings about you.
I was so shocked that Kenya kind of has the hots for me.
It hurt my feelings on many levels because I have told everybody I have a crush on you. I did. I'm not trying to be fake. I've never been with a woman. You're cute. We
have a crush on me? I don't know how to feel. I think that Kenya is an attractive woman. She's beautiful. Do I look at her in that way? It's just a different kind of relationship that Kenya and I have in my mind. We're like big sister, little sister, you know, in my mind. But I guess in Kenya's mind, she's like, oh, let me get in LaToya's panties.
I mean, clearly Kenya and LaToya got close quite quickly this season.
Why you want to pull my hair out? Don't you pull that? Pull that. That's what you like, bitch. That's what you like.
But I will say, Porsha and LaToya were bonding in a whole nother way.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have part of Porsha's DNA inside me. Or LaToya.
LaToya likes Kenya, but apparently she loves some Porsha, okay? The Trinity gal cannot get enough of that peach juice, honey, okay?
Woo, facts.
I was so shocked that she was kind of jealous at the fact that I was, you know, having fun with Porsha.
I just felt like this closeness to you. And it just left me feeling like you're just here for whoever's gonna show you attention. And that is not loyalty.
Like, I did not expect that. She was really in her feelings. I thought she would have been, you know, excited. But at the same time, obviously she would have been upset because of her relationship with Porsha. But in that same breath, I'm getting to know Porsha. I'm getting to know a lot of these ladies. And so for you to be upset is kind of unfair because I'm trying to build relationships. And just because you have an issue with somebody doesn't mean that I have to like not, you know, have a relationship with them.